What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to completely update your Analogue Pocket, install cores, ROMs, BIOS files and get everything up and running. It should be a quick and simple guide. I'm not going to put any fluff in this at all. Everything will be timestamped down below and all the links to everything you need will also be down below. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, we need to prepare the SD card. Now the Analogue Pocket reads FAT32. The best program I've found for getting this into that format is GUI format. The link is in the description down below. All you need to do is download this file, like so, extract it, and run the program. Okay, so you've run the software, you're greeted with this screen, FAT32 format. All you need to do is make sure that the drive is the correct drive for your SD card. You can leave the allocation unit. You can call this whatever you like. I've called it games. Quick format, you can leave that ticked. Just click start, click OK, and that will format it. If you click close, that SD card is now ready. Okay, next step is to make sure that you have updated your Analogue Pocket to the latest firmware version. Head over to the support page, link is in the description down below, and download the latest version of the firmware. Once it's downloaded, you shouldn't need to extract this one. You just copy and paste it in the root of your SD card. So it's downloaded here. I grab the file. I can just cut and paste it into the root of the SD card, like so. Once that's done, we can go to the next stage. Now you need to safely eject your SD card and pop that in the Analogue Pocket. What you see on screen right now is the loading screen. This is loading the operating system. I've sped this up slightly. It should take around 2 minutes. Once completed, it will prepare your SD card and create a file structure. Once you see this screen here, everything's ready to go. Okay, so pop the SD card back into your PC and you can have a quick look at this now. So you should have a set of folders now which have been automatically generated by the Analogue Pocket by putting the SD card in there. Make sure that that's all in there. You can actually get rid of your bin file now off the SD card if you so wish, just to free up a little bit of space on there. And then you want to head to this link here. The link will be in the description down below. And you want to download the Pocket Updater. Now this piece of software allows you to install your cores, and it's really easy, and I find it the best piece of software. There's a lot of them out there, and a lot of them are quite convoluted. This one is a little bit easier. Once downloaded, again, extract the files and you will get a Pocket Updater file. What you want to do on this, just to make things easier, is just drag and drop it onto the root of the SD card. I keep it here because then I don't have to keep it on my PC, and whenever I want to update the Pocket, I can just run the Pocket Updater from there. Okay, so you've dragged and dropped the executable file to the root of your SD card. The Pocket Updater should show here. All you need to do is double click on this and you'll be greeted with this screen. Now, because I've already run this, the current directory is already selected, but you will need to do that now. So click on the drop down, click current directory. Next thing, you need to click on manage cores. Again, I've already selected some of the cores, so these have been deselected for me, but they'll all be selected for you. I would deselect these and choose what cores you like. Now the cores are essentially the systems that you want on your Analogue Pocket and the ones you want to transfer your files to. So for me and the purpose of this video, I'm going to select Genesis. Now you may find there are different cores for the same system. Doesn't really matter, they'll all work, but for the purpose of this one, I'll use the Genesis spiritualized one. Once you've done that, click Save. Core selection has been saved. And then you go to Update Pocket. Now I'm going to click Update here, but because I've already got this installed on my Analogue Pocket, you will see a slightly different screen. But you click Update and it will run through this script in the background, which will download your cores, download your BIOS files, and get the SD card set up properly. Because I've already done this, it says no updates found, but for you, it would just say successfully completed or whatever. And then click OK. So next step is installing your ROMs and transferring those to the SD card. So keep the SD card in your PC and we'll go to the next step. Okay, so last step here. All we need to do now is the fun bit. So selecting your games and transferring them to the root of the SD card in order to run them on the Analogue Pocket. So navigate to the SD card, double click on assets, you'll be greeted with a file structure like this, showing the various systems. Double click on the system you want to add the ROMs to, and copy and paste them in there. Now obviously I own Dynamite Heady, I've copied and pasted that ROM in there, and I'll show you how to load that on the Analogue Pocket now. Okay, so everything's installed, SD card is back in the system, you power it on and you are greeted with the screen. So to access your games, you need to go to OpenFPGA, find your console that you want to load a game from, and run the game. If everything works correctly, you should get that loading screen and the game has loaded. Nice and simple. If you want to quit the games, you click the button down below. You can do save states here and quit as well. Right, so that's the video, that's the tutorial. You have now unlocked the true power of the Analogue Pocket. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please consider subscribing, dropping a comment down below, giving a like, giving a hype, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.